Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Roland Webb with the Ordinary Investor. Welcome and thank you for taking your time out to spend it with me. So let me just get into what today's story is. It's about financial freedom and what does it mean to you. So what I want to do is just share with you real quick a story of over the holidays, kind of how I experienced a moment of financial freedom, and I just wanted to really share that with you because I thought that it was kind of a growth moment for me, and it just helped me realize what the whole concept of financial freedom is all about. So let me just give you some background. So for the holidays, my wife kicked me out the house. She said, I got something coming for you. Why don't you go on out? So I said, okay, well, let me go ahead and get myself some breakfast. So she took the kids and she did her thing, and I went out to go get some breakfast. And I was looking around at this brunch spot that I normally go to or frequent, and I just like to watch how it operated because I was very fascinated by the business model. Sometimes I just take time to observe what's going on. And I happened to just be looking around and I saw this young lady. She was kind of sitting by herself. She was wearing glasses. And the previous few weeks, I had seen a lot of people of similar stature and similar look. And she was sitting by herself. And I was in there eating my breakfast. I was just relaxing, taking time out to just reflect on all the blessings that had happened in my life and reflecting on getting this time out and how fortunate our family was for the holidays. And as I was just kind of looking around, we just locked eyes just for a minute. I'm married, so I wasn't trying to do anything, but it was just God kind of pulled on me and was like, there's something about that. And I didn't really pay it too much attention at first. I just kind of sat, ate my breakfast. I enjoyed it. And then I thought to myself, why don't I do something for that person? They're over there sitting by themselves. And let me just do something nice for them. So I asked the waiter, I said, hey, I'm finished with my meal, but I also like to pay for that person's meal over there. I didn't look in the direction of the person. They didn't even know what I was doing. And in that moment, I felt, a little uncomfortable. Like I started to, beat up a little on my forehead with sweat because it was something that was not normal for me. It was out of my norm. I was uncomfortable doing it. But I did it because I was blessed and I was like, you know what? Something is tugging on my heart to do this. And so let me just go ahead and do it. And I did it. I didn't say a word to that person. I just walked out. I didn't look at him. I didn't do anything because I just wanted to do something nice and I didn't really want any credit for it. I just said, God has been good to me. Let me just be good to somebody else just for a second. And the funny thing about it was their bill wasn't even that expensive. It was like 10, 11 bucks. And I was just like, I was prepared to pay way more than that. But I said, you know what? That just shows the goodness that was meant to do and that I was meant to do. And I feel like there was a moment of growth in that moment. So just to let you know, I'm very, I'm to myself for the most part. I'm not out there and I'm not very, I would say loud and rambunctious when I'm out. I'm just really cool, calm, and collected for the most part. And I did it and it was uncomfortable. Let me tell you, it was uncomfortable to do that, but I did it. And the waiter made a comment, "Oh, that was nice of you," and what have you. But when I walked out the restaurant and I started going on to my the next place I was going to, my heart was racing a little bit, but I just had a tremendous, tremendous sensation of joy. It was just a great sensation of joy that I got because I was able to literally impact somebody else's life with a small, kind gesture. Now, that doesn't seem like much, but I started thinking about, hey, what about my situation allowed me to do that? Or what happened to me just now? Because I was really excited. And I kind of felt like God had been so good to me and blessed me so much that it was okay for me to just be a blessing to somebody else. And I did it and I felt really good about it. And I just started writing it down when it happened. I wanted to write down how I felt because I really felt like that was a growth moment for me. Even though it was a small thing, I felt like I was being a blessing to someone else. I felt that God had blessed me so much that He allowed me to be a blessing to somebody else. And I'm not trying to be preachy here, but that's what financial freedom allows you to do. it allows you just to be generous and not sweat it. It allows you to really literally impact somebody else's life for the positive without any, you don't need any notification. I didn't get any notification. I didn't get any kudos, no nothing, no pats on the back, no clap. It wasn't about that. It was the fact that I felt good and I was in the moment that I was, and I could do something like that with no sweat, no worries, no concerns. I went back and told my wife about it, and she was happy about it. And I was just, it was just a growth moment for me that I just wanted to share with you. So when you have the ability to financially impact somebody or to impact those around you, it matters. It can impact someone's life. So financial freedom is not just about you. It's not just about you. It's about the impact that you can have to those around you, even those who may not know you. You may have a light to spread, to do, God's work through you. That can happen. And that's what I felt like. I felt like I didn't stick around to see the reaction, but I felt like I had been part of works that were being performed through me. And it just felt really good to just sit in that moment and realize that that was what happened, and that is what can happen when you have the financial means to do nice things like that. Okay. And it can be very small gestures. That was a very small gesture, and it didn't even cost that much. But it's just the fact that you can become bold enough to do some of those things when you're not stressing about money, when your money is not a concern, when you have enough or more than enough, or when you have your abundance, that you can do some of these things and have an impact on all the people around you, or some people around you, or on a good day, just do something nice for somebody. And you know what? There's a lot to it. I mean, I'm a very, I'm not religious person, but I'm a church going person. And, I believe that there's a higher being, and that God plays a crucial part in our lives, and he shows himself through people on a regular basis. And I just thought that it was amazing that I can do that. So I just wanted to share that with you today. That's what financial freedom means to me. It gives me the ability to impact people in a positive way. And that's just what I'm trying to do here at the Ordinary Investor, to impact people in a positive way. And when you get your financial life together, if you don't have it together already, it enables you to do some of those bold and outlandish things that you may want to do to make somebody else's day better. Plain out, simple, put a smile on somebody's face, because at the end of the day, that's what this stuff is about. It's not just about you, but it's about the impact that you can have through just making a few smart choices, through just learning a few concepts and executing on them, to give yourself the comfort so that you're not stressing, so that you're not worrying about money, and so that you can have a greater impact on the world. That's what this is about. And I just wanted to share that moment that I had with you about financial freedom, because at the end of the day, it's not about us having gobs and gobs of money. It's good that if you can plan your life out so that you have it and you're not worried about it, that is great. But the bigger part is that you can have more impact in this world on others around you. That's the bigger part of financial freedom. So this is Roland Webb with The Ordinary Investor. Again, please go to theordinaryinvestor.com for more resources, information, and tips, courses, and workshops. I'll be posting a lot more there this year. Thank you for taking your time out with me. If you thought that this was a impactful message, or just impacted you, or that is something to share, please like, share, or subscribe to get updates and to get the message out there, because that's what The Ordinary Investor is about. It's not just about making a ton of money or having your money work for you. There is an end goal of comfort, security, and impact that you can have when you get yourself financially fit, and then you can maybe help others do the same, so they can have the same type of worry-free, stress-free, calm confident stature that you have being financially free. Take care and have a wonderful day.